I pity the fool who doesn't know or play a team for the job. For you see, it is a very well put together strategic card game. It's your job to put together a group of 5 adventurers in order to help the king on a mission. Unfortunately, you're not the only ones that want to help the king. It is your job, or your prerogative in this game, to beat up the other team so that you get on the high-level mission in order to help the king. Little blurry on the subject of whose side you're on, granted, but nevertheless, it is still a really good game and reference that I can make. To start off, we need to play a card, for it is our turn first. Which one do we pick? Well, we're actually spoiled for choice here, because each of these cards we can play, and it won't be a bad turn. For you see, each card in your hand represents an adventurer, and as you play that card, you get to use their special ability and also put a card or player on the field, i.e. the multicolored circles in front of you. We have, in our possession, the Thief, which if we play, makes the opponent discard a card. We have the Witch, which if we play, we have the ability to counter another play from our opponent, but you also have to discard a card. Or we play a Ranger that lets us draw a card. Now, either of these cards is okay to play at the start. The Witch would be good maybe next turn. I think I'm going to play the Thief right now. For you, the Ranger, for you see, words. For you see, if we play the Ranger, we draw a card, but we can only hold 4 cards. That's a mechanic you're going to have to remember. So I don't want to be full on cards quite yet. We're going to play a Thief. Our turn is over, the opponent draws a card, they play a Witch. Okay, so we have to remember that the opponent may want to counter us. Got it. So, now that I've played a Thief, we have a Thief on the board, and that that number 1 means that's how many are on the board. For you see, the opponent can also remove enemies or opponents from each other. So, you know, it gets into kind of a warring battle of counter, remove. It's really, really, really well balanced. And it's a shame that it's an AI opponent rather than an actual human opponent, even though the AI is actually quite good at this game. I'm actually going to play another Thief in the hopes that you counter. No? Okay then. You lose another card, and you lose an Elf. Or Ranger, same difference. Warrior, haha. Okay, the Warrior removes a card, removes an opponent from your opponent. If that makes sense, because it didn't to me. But because I had 2 thieves on the board, it only removed 1 thief from the board. Get it? So I still have a thief on the board in order to fill out the board. And the whole goal of the game is to fill out all the spots on the board. I'm going to actually warrior it up, play it, remove the Witch, so now they can't counter me. Elf draws a card. Got it. I'm going to play my Witch. Oh, no, we've summoned a Necromancer. Do I want a Necromancer? No. We're going to put the Witch down. Opponent begins, draw a card. I am not going to cancel... do that. Oh, shoot. That happens way too often. I'm going to play a Necromancer then, and the Necromancer lets me choose a character from the past. Now, the past is the discard pile, in, you know, card game terms. I'm going to take the Witch back into my hand. Plays a Thief. That's fine. I'll discard one of the Rangers. My turn begins. I'm going to play a Witch. Do I want to you know what? Yes, I'm going to counter my opponent. The opponent's Warrior goes into the discard pile. Excellent. And, of course, unfortunately, I need to discard a card of my own. I'm going to discard the Ranger. at this second. My turn begins. I want to keep his board clean, or at least him still playing cards, and he's close to filling his board out, so I'm going to play another warrior and remove his ranger. I'm actually on good standings here. What did you take? He took a witch from the deck. I'm going to also play a witch. My turn begins. Do I want to counter his card? Now, it could be a warrior, but he did just pull a witch out, but I don't know what he's going to play. You know what? I'm not going to counter. Opponent plays a witch. That's fine. Turn begins. I have another witch, so I can counter if I want to. I'm not going to. I want to remove... Oh, the character... the opponent uses... oh, wait, no, I'm misreading that. Yes, I can remove you. Alright, so I am set for warriors. I don't really need to play more warriors because I have 3, and it's really hard to remove all of that. I am not going to counter because I only need 1 spot, and if I counter, I remove my witch. Even though I have a witch, but I still also need to discard a card to do that, so I'd have an empty hand. No, I'm not going to. He played a ranger. Shit. Okay. And then you discarded necromancer. I'm going to have to play another warrior to keep your board clean, and I'm also going to do it with the necromancer there. So you can see here that this is a very what's the word I'm thinking of? Tug-of-war-esque type card game. It's very easy to understand, and it's so little of a card. So few cards to play, yet it's very deep and balanced. Again, I can't. No. Shit, that's not good. Well, I have a warrior, so let's me play it. We're going to remove that witch, so I don't do the counter. I'm just holding off until I get a ranger. I keep saying elf in my head. No, I'm not going to. Plays a necromancer. Gets a witch from the hand. Okay, so now we know you have a witch in your hand. Unfortunately, I win. Because I fill out my board first. Boom. So yeah, this is a very tug-of-rope, give-and-take type card game. You play a card, your opponent plays a card, you counter that, or draw a card, or remove a card. It is very well balanced, and the AI in this is extremely well done. Like, it is a smart AI. Like, almost to, like, chess-level AI kind of thing. It is very easy to learn, and it's very fun to play. I will link it in the description below. My name has been Dark Arts. This has been a team for the job. And unfortunately, there is a caveat to this, unfortunately, you only play against an AI. I would have really liked to see a player v player instead of a computer player fighting here, because a meta... I can see a meta being formed when you play against an actual person. Like, this could be a really good card game against other people. But alas, the game has been finished for quite some time, and this is what you get. It's still good, and I do say and recommend playing it, but it's just a shame that it never evolved further.